It's Toronto FC versus Portland Timbers, Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN with Dan Dunleavy, usually the voice of Toronto FC for these matches, but this one's on TSN.
Where is Luke Wildman? What's going on?
You know what? He did not come to training on Tuesday.
Let that be known.
And let that be known to the world that Luke Wildman skipped training out of this match. But you know who's not skipping training? Portland. They'll arrive here at the Kia training ground shortly for their session. Yeah. But while we wait, let's talk a little bit about the Timbers. A lot of changes this season, especially lately in the midseason area.
Boy, and aren't we shocked, to be honest? I know everyone was shocked with the start that Toronto FC had, and I think everyone's shocked with how Portland's season has gone. And they started off so well with a victory, but then from there, picking up a draw and then just a string of losses. And I know Toronto FC fans really have no sympathy for the Portland Timbers. But this is a team that has great support at home, Portland, just like Toronto FC does. But on the road, they're winless this year. And there's been a lot of movement with the roster. There's been movement with the coaching situation, with the GM taking over as an interim head coach. But I think when you're looking for strengths of the Portland Timbers right now, you know, you're looking obviously to Chris Boyd, who's their leading scorer. He comes over as a DP, 7 goals so far in this season. He's definitely the leader of the club, but from there it really tails off. And again, there's a lot of parallels you can draw with Toronto FC when Danny Kuvermans was healthy, and he was getting the lion's share of the goals for Toronto, and then Ryan Johnson was chipping in when he could and when he was on his game, and then from there it would kind of trickle down and a goal here and there, and that's what's going on in Portland right now. And then the other thing I know you want to talk about is they also changed their goaltending situation, so there's been a lot of change.
Yeah, the new goalkeeper, Donovan Ricketts. Perkins traded for Ricketts. The new interim coach, Gavin Wilkinson, saying this is an upgrade. Yeah. Now, of course, he has to say that it's a new player, but is it really an upgrade, Ricketts over Perkins?
Well, I mean, time will tell. I will say one thing, and anyone who's watched or heard any answer I give to questions like that is that, you know, it's up to the player to prove whether it's a good trade or a bad trade. For me to guess, we could look at stats and say one goalie's younger than the other and one guy's had better stats so far. But, you know, at the end of the day, if this turns out to be a better fit for Ricketts, then he'll help improve the club. If it's not, then it won't make that much of a difference. One thing that, if you're Toronto FC coming into this match, you're not intimidated by the goalkeeping, because the last time they faced Ricketts when he was with Montreal, they had a fine game, and I think they took advantage of some things that they'll definitely try to take advantage of should he be the assumed starter on Wednesday night against Toronto FC. So, you know, who wins that trade, time will tell. I know there's a lot of people who have their opinions, but I like to let the players make that decision.
So Ricketts expected to make his debut for Portland in Toronto at BMO Field. Also expecting to make his debut for the Reds is Eric Hasley, who will be looking to get the best of Ricketts. And the big man actually looked pretty strong in training. Yeah,
he's looking better every day, isn't he? You see him a lot more than I do here at the training complex every day, but he's looking very strong. And the one thing that you like about Eric Hasley, and the fans, obviously they're going to take to him right away with his effort, the way he holds the ball, and he'll be relied on heavily with Ryan Johnson not available because of international duty. Eric Hasley is having fun here. He likes it here. And someone might say, well, of course he likes it. He's a professional footballer, and he should enjoy it here. But sometimes players do, in a change situation, take a while to adapt. But, again, you've seen Eric every day. I've seen him pretty often. He's having fun here, and he really wants to contribute. He thinks he can. So this will be his first chance in front of the home fans to maybe put a roar into that crowd.
And Dan touched a little bit on international duty. Several Toronto players are away, as are a couple of Portland players, Palmer and Purdy being the two that are gone for their respective countries. So once again, it's Toronto versus Portland, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live on TSN. Follow the conversation on Twitter. Use the hashtag TFC Live to join the conversation. For Dan Dunleavy, Asif Hussain, we'll see you soon.